We are here at the Daily Grind Cafe at Tanzac, Cavite. Let's go! How do we share our insights as teenagers? How do we study theories about design? Welcome to Pod Squad, your podcast buddy where you can share your philosophies in life. I am your host for today's episode, and here with me are my college classmates. Let's all welcome SHAINA, MITZI, LOVELYN, and Chris. Okay, so before we start our topic for today's episode, which is the philosophy that interests us the most, let me just ask them a question. What's your feeling or what's the memorable experience that you had in college as a freshman? Let's start from Mitzi.
For me, the memorable, so far, maybe I have new friends, circle of friends with me. Even I am new in this place, I'm glad that I have new circle of friends to talk to and to like discover more about.
How about you, SHAINA?
For me, the memorable one is the new environment that I am in. Because in high school, it was very different from college, so I was still adjusting.
So how about you, Chris?
For me, no memorable moment in this college.
And before we start our topic, can I just say something relatable in college? So in college, we have general education courses or subjects which mainly focuses on developing diverse skills and well-balanced understanding of theories and concepts. And one of those GNED course is understanding the self. It mainly focuses on theories and life experiences of philosophers that interest us the most. Okay, so guys, can I ask question? Whose philosophy interests you the most and why? Let's start from Mitzi.
Earlier, before our podcast start, we discussed and analyzed the question that given, and we all agree that the philosophy who interests us the most is Socrates. And for me, I agree to that because I find it encouraging to question my choices in life and also discover what truly matters for me.
How about you, SHAINA?
For me, the unexamined life is not worth living by Socrates is the philosophy that interests me the most because Socrates emphasizes the purpose of having a clear goal in life.
Can we hear an answer from Chris?
Okay. For me, the unexamined life is not worth living by Socrates. If you never ask yourself why you're doing what you're doing, or if you never try to understand your own values and goals, then you might just be going through the motions. Life would feel the following script without knowing why. Your life thinking about your decision, your values, what you makes you happy, and what you want for the future, you find purpose.
Lastly, from Lovelyn.
For me, philosophy interest with me the most is Socrates because he believed that self-knowledge is essential for moral maturity, moral behavior, and he defined that good life is being able to fulfill the inner life by inquiring and expanding mind. Socrates also because of his method of inquiry, which is known as the Socratic method.
And before we proceed to the next question, my answer to the question is the philosophy that interests me the most, same as you guys. The unexamined life is not worth living by Socrates because it just made me reflect on my current state living, what I am doing, does it help me grow, and am I on the right track to my ideal self? Okay, so the next question is, at what point can it help you in understanding yourself? Mitzi.
For me, at the point that Socrates focuses on ideas of self-examination, because for me, I tried different things that I didn't try before. And I think that will help me to make a better choices and to be a better person.
How about you, Shaina?
I think I will return to this philosophy of Socrates after college because I believe that it will help me find purpose and clarity in the world that is full of problems.
And how about you, Chris?
For me, examining your life helps you to understand yourself, especially when you're facing big decisions, challenges, or times when you want grow. Reflecting on your choices and feeling gives you clarity on what truly matters, guiding you to make choices that you feel right. In those times, self-reflection can reveal what you're feeling a certain way, helping you find meaning and strength. It also allows you to recognize your strengths and areas to improvement, supporting personal growth. Ultimately, understanding yourself through the self-examination helps you to live with purpose and create fulfilling life instead of just going through the motion.
Okay, so how about you, Lovely?
This philosophy helped me believe in myself, know my value, and to be true, and to discover myself and my personal growth.
And before we go down to our last question, my personal answer would be my ideal self is to become fearless and bold as a woman. And that philosophy from Socrates made me think if I am outgrowing my comfort zone, and it made me encourage to become bold and fearless and outgoing as a person. And that's why for me it is really important that we know our strengths and weaknesses. Down to our last question, we have Mitzi. And the question is, through the philosophy that interests you the most, what did you learn and discover about yourself?
I learned that how it is so important to think deeply in our thoughts and feelings by asking myself what I really want to be or what I believe. I discovered that some of my goals in life weren't truly mine, but I do what other expected from me. So that helps me to encourage myself to show more about who I am and do what I really want in my life.
We wanted to hear the response from Chris. And the question is, through the philosophy that interests you the most, what did you learn and discover about yourself?
The philosophy that interests me the most is the unexamined life is not worth living. This idea has taught me a lot about myself. I realized that I really value taking time to think about my life, my choices, and what's important to me. It made me see that I don't want to just go through the emotions. I want to find real meaning in what I do and make decisions that feel right for me. The philosophy has helped me feel more focused on what I want to achieve and understand the kind of person I want to become.
The next answer will be from Lovelyn. And the question is, through the philosophy that interests you the most, what did you learn and discover about yourself?
I learned my strength and my weaknesses. I discovered that I need to pay attention for my emotions and what triggers me for it's for my sake. That my feeling can lead to better emotional regulation and relationships. How can I handle stress so I don't have to regrets because of my actions?
But not the least, we have Shaina. And the question is, through the philosophy that interests you the most, what did you learn and discover about yourself?
What I discovered about myself is that I still have a talent, skills, and knowledge that I can learn throughout my life from my experiences if I am believing and determined to do. I also learned that if you are setting clear goals and aspirations in life, it will give you more opportunities for growth and fulfillment.
So before this episode will end, here's my answer. The philosophy from Socrates made me reflect on what my life looks like from this very moment. There's so much things that I have learned, such as What are the things I am doing? What are the things that I have to face to be able to distinguish my strengths and weaknesses? What are the things I am good at? What are the things that I love to do? And many more. So right now, I could say that my life is and will always be examined each and every day. That's why I am loving this life more, because it is way more worth living for than ending it all up. There's a lot of perseverance and sacrifices for you to be able to give credit to yourself for unwavering faith. Till our next episode. Bye!